What's up guys, Intelitech Studios here, and today we have an unboxing video which looks a little bit confusing because there are boxes all over the place. That's what happens when you try to move. But anyways, this is a box that I've already opened. It is a very lovely box and we're going to go ahead and open it. I said open. I said open. Did you not listen? I said open. Ow. Now this opens, and this opens. Oh, we have a note. Hello, Chance M. Thank you for purchasing my Hoover WindTunnel. All parts are included. Loose ends are in the bag compartment. New cord, filter set, bag, belt, roller, fully cleaned inside and out, only tested. Great new daily machine for you. Enjoy it and let me know how it is, whether it's demolished or not. Thank you. Nate Johnson, Omaha, Nebraska. 7/25/21. Lovely. So this came from another collector and repair technician known as Nate J. That link to that channel is in the description below. So we're going to move this lovely note out of the way. Well, that didn't work. And we're going to grab the parts. So, that note was not at all a spoiler as to what machine is in this bag, but we're about to find out. Side note, the USPS is stupid. Okay, so that's the actual vacuum. Ooh, it's sticky. That's the same note. Set that aside. Got a bunch of stuff. A bunch of peanuts. Okay. So we've got a bunch of these little peanuts. Ugh, those are not good. And we're going to go ahead and take this box and set it aside. So, here we have the machine. And we're going to go ahead and undo all of this. There probably is a strategy to properly get this unpacked. Plus, try not to break this machine. It's hard to roll when it's all wrapped up in bubble wrap. Very nicely packaged, no complaints there whatsoever. I normally unpackage things more gently. Oops. I scratched it. That's okay. There we go. Try not to cut myself or the vacuum cleaner. There we go. Undo all this. There's a plug. And a bunch of other stuff. I seem to have misplaced my tripod. So we'll go ahead and set this down right there. Just like that. There we go. Alrighty. So here we have the main unit. And I actually didn't know that they put a power switch right there. I actually don't remember that being a thing. I remember them being on the side on the tempos. But yeah, so I guess the way this works is once you put the handle on, there's just a little thing that pushes this. And that's how that works. Why is the camera not focusing? There we go. Hoover WindTunnel Plus. It's one of the 13-inch wind tunnels, which I actually prefer. Not a wide path. We've got our lovely bunched up cable. Overall in excellent condition. As far as the date code, we can see. You can see that date code is very easy to read. Now, might have to put it together and show that later. Got a brand new CWP brush roller. Very nice. That is a very large brush roll. It almost rides right up against the ingest bars. Very interesting. For some reason this part of the bumper seems to bow forward a bit. I don't believe that's supposed to be like that, but yeah, whatever. I'm not really concerned. Got these little fingers here that don't do a whole lot, but they're fun. They're just fun. Very fun. Got your stair cleaning handle that maybe 3 people have used. Oh, I believe he did say there was stuff in the back door, so that would make sense. Got our post motor filter right here. No real way to swap this out with the HEPA, but with HEPA bags, it's not too big of a deal. I got one of these push down, pull open. Oh yeah, that would be accurate. The nut and bolt for the handle. Kind of wish that was in a bag so I didn't scratch any of this up, but no big deal. Obviously it's on the inside. We've got hose / tool holder. Got dusting brush. Seen better days, but it is a dusting brush. Crevice tool. Bolster tool. Actually just bought one of these, so now I have an extra. We have a lovely, oh, these come with 2 bolts. I forgot about that. We have a lovely HEPA bag. Very nice. I don't remember what brand this was, but this is very fascinating. Got a nice brand. Oh, this is Hoover. It's genuine Hoover. So it's a genuine Hoover little charcoal carbon HEPA Y bag. That's going to be fun to use. Carbon HEPA media. Nice little gasket right there. So happy Hoover fixed that issue. This looks like an excellent quality bag. The entire inside of this is entirely spotless, as I'd expect. Got a nice pre-motor filter. Very beautiful. Do I remember how this goes in? Yeah, so it clips in like that. Or no, it doesn't. It just sits there. right? No. No, I had it right. Yeah. Yeah, I had that right. So it just goes on like that, kind of like the Power Glide. And of course this beautiful bag fits in just like that. And I also found out that the Bissell Style 7 bags do fit in here, which is great, because whenever this runs out, I'll at least have some HEPA bags to use in the meantime, and I can decide if this carbon HEPA media bag is worth it to invest in. I'm gonna bet no, but we'll see. Oh, that looks clean and perfect. Got our lovely bag check indicator. I went back and watched the video that Nate did on this, which is lovely. He did say that this, at least originally, didn't work. I don't know if it works now and he fixed it, or if not. I'm not really that worried about that. Not the biggest deal in the world. I'm used to using machines where there is no indicator, so fine by me. Obviously, I'll have to get that bag on later on. But yeah, so we got the two little bolts right here. We'll have to put on. Here we've got our extension wands. We got two lovely extension wands and a nice stretch hose. Wait, is this a stretch hose or is this the plastic one? This is the plastic one. Oh shit. I thought this had the stretch hose. Oh well, no big deal. I actually do have a spare of one of these stretch hoses, I believe, that I bought a while ago. I just gotta figure out where it is. So if I do decide to daily this, I'll swap this hose out with the stretch one, because these hoses are usually junk. I'll try it. Maybe it'll be good enough for what I'll need it for, but I'm not going to hold my breath. No biggie. I actually happen to have a spare hose, thankfully. If I didn't, that'd be a little bit more annoying, but whatever. I wasn't promised the stretch hose. I think it was just the kind of thing where it's like, oh, it has this one, and I might have a stretch hose, might not. So presumably he doesn't. That's okay. No big deal to me. It seems like a lot like the Victory, that this actually does stretch still a good amount when compared to the Bissell non-stretch hoses. So this feels like it will be a lot more usable. Again, it'll suffice. Yes, I'm wearing pajama pants. It's one of those days. I'm too lazy. Why is there a stain on my carpet? I don't know what that is. I hate roommates. So this is one of those machines where I didn't really need it, but it was the kind of thing where Nate was like, hey, I'm selling this thing, do you want it? And I was like, sure, why not? Definitely can't hurt. I do technically own two other wind tunnels, so this is the machine I now own the most of. But they're all still different variants. Both the other two are actually wide path. I have the blue one, and then I have the black one. The black one needs some parts, and the blue one I still haven't cleaned up and refurbished yet. So, how's this gonna come off? Very lazy unboxing video, I know. But it's one of those days where I don't have a lot of energy. So I'm gonna do it the lazy way. Let's hope I don't break anything in this process. He did say this was chipped. Thank goodness I watched that video that he did on it, otherwise I would have missed that. Again, something I don't care about, thankfully. Obviously, being a repair technician myself, I know that you can't make every machine perfect, especially once it's hit a certain number of years and a certain number of, abuse by the owner. You can only do so much. That given said, this is in excellent condition, given its age. Hold on, I'm going to set this down real quick because I seem to have misplaced my tripod. There we go. Okay. So now, so this does just push a button, it looks like. Which I'm assuming means I forgot what this was in. Yeah. So if I want it off, I put it off. This doesn't make any sense. You would think it'd be off and then on is when it pushes. Wait, no, it is on. So that's off. I don't know. That's confusing. But this is obviously off. So we're just gonna slide this on. Just like that. Oh, I see how that works. That makes sense. Okay. It's been a long time since I worked on one of these. Most of the crap I get in nowadays is just Bissell and Shark. So I don't really have a lot of fresh memories on these machines. I used to work on these, dear God, all the time. But nowadays my memory may be a little bit fuzzy. Oh yeah, I see. So I just put the little nuts on the front. Let me grab my tripod. I know, I just saw it's over here. No editing allowed. I know I just knocked some crap over. No editing allowed. Too lazy. It's not my day. It is not my day. Alright. Okay. There we go. Please excuse the crap videography. Anyways, let's make my voice a little bit more exuberant so the viewers don't just drop this and start watching something else. Because I need that ad revenue. Where are... There's a screw. Where's the other screw? Here's the other screw. Okay. So this is easy, but you're going to have to do this with two hands. So basically, from what I understand, you just run... Do I have to put this on first? I don't think I have to put this on first. Or do I have to put this on first? Yes, I do have to put this on first. So you got this little thing back here. Ah! Let's move the cord out of the way. Everything's falling apart. Okay. Yeah. This is a little bit loose, but that's no big deal. Okay. So now what we do is we take this back tool caddy. Hopefully this is in frame. You slide it into this thing right here, and we open the tool caddy, and this slides. It both slides in this little slot and slides over the pegs right here, and fits into place all at once. There we go. And it snaps into place, and it just cracked, but that's okay. Yep, that just cracked. I'm just going to ignore that. Now we can close the tool caddy. And now that this little piece is on, now we can put in these two nuts and bolts. Ah! Okay. Now we turn this around. Ah! And scream a little bit to the Hoover gods for making this thing a little bit more complicated than it needed to be. You know, I'm used to Bissell's where you just put one or two screws in and that's it. I'm not saying this is hard, it's just annoying. Okay, well that was easy though. You just stick the screw through until it pops out the other side, and you put this little nut on, and you screw it onto the edge. And then now what you want to do is you want to hand screw it on, and then you want to push it back in so that way the nut is flush with this. You know, you don't want that. And then now, once this is flush, you want to hold this nut so the screw can drive through as you grab the screwdriver and drive in the screw on the other side. So now I have to go grab a screwdriver for that purpose. I'm trying to make this a short video, but it's already not working. I just realized that someone took my screwdriver and I don't have it. So, let's see, are these the ones that are also flatheads? Yes, they are. Okay, so I'll use a flathead, unfortunately. Looks like we're going to have to do that. Okay, so now we're going to hold this bolt on, and we're going to grab our screwdriver and thread the screw the rest of the way in. Obviously the bolt's going to jump around a little bit, but as long as it stays in place, and then tighten it just like that. And there we go. So now the first bolt, first nut and bolt is tightened. Hopefully that's not supposed to be that loose. And we're going to undo the bolts on this one and do the same thing. We're going to thread the bolts through there. You can see it pop through just fine. And we're going to take the nut. Hopefully my hat isn't blocking that. And we're going to thread this through. This process is the same if you have one of the tempos. Not the new tempo. The new tempo is different, but the old style tempo, the tempo that looks like this, is similar. And again, just get that screwed in enough to where we can get that bolt lined up. Grab our screwdriver, put our fingernail right on the edge of the bolt to make sure it doesn't fly out of place. And then we're going to take our screwdriver and gently screw it in while making sure it doesn't de-thread like it does with all these flathead screws. And there we go. Make sure it's hand tight. Don't over tighten it. Try not to use a drill, or if you do, use on the lowest setting. I'd recommend a screwdriver because with something like this, you're going to want, you're going to want a bit more control, so that will come in handy. Now that that is all together, we're going to go ahead and put our bag back in here since I did pull this out, although obviously this was above the bag, so we did have to remove the bag door, but not necessarily the bag itself, whatever. We got a brand new type of charcoal bag, doesn't smell like anything, but it feels very stiff. That's probably the carbon. So we're going to go ahead and grab this by the collar and just push it on. Very simple. Push it on all four corners and all four sides to make sure the collar is tight on the machine. Only use the bags that have the gasket. The ones without the gaskets have shitty filtration. This actually seals on very tight. I'm very confident this will filter very well. So it is annoyingly trying to escape while I'm trying to tuck in this bag. Now we can take the bag door that I have set aside. We're going to put our lovely no, we're not. We're going to go ahead and take the bag door. Make sure the bag is out of the way of the back door slot. And just push it on. Now the back door will have a seam on the sides. It's not going to seal in. Hoover didn't think to design this properly, so as a result, this doesn't seal correctly. It never has, and based on the new designs, it seems like it never will. Not that this was that much better, but you know, at least it's getting a little flesh on those. But whatever. With the HEPA bag, it's not going to matter too much. Oh, listen to that squeak! Don't you love that? We don't have any Hoover lean either, so that's something to be very, very proud of. You have our 3-position adjustment. Pedal feels good. Doesn't really think it's going to break. Well, that does feel a bit floppy, but hopefully that won't give us an issue. On Bissell's, these pedals are notorious for breaking all the time on the old Bissell's. So now, the vacuum's pretty much, the actual vacuum is pretty much together. All we got to do, grab our hose. There's two little notches right here. Line it up into here, push it in, and then twist it clockwise, and it locks into place. Not a very tight lock, but it does lock in place. Now we can put the hose on just like that. Now, oh well, what are you going to do? We're going to turn our cord wrap up. Obviously, to wrap up the cord, there's a cord wrap down here, cord wrap up here. You wrap the cord around, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. I'm not going to do that because I'm about to use it. We take our 2 extension wands. This one goes right here. Ooh, that was smooth. This one, it helps if you put it the correct orientation, goes right there. Kind of loose, but whatever. That's to be expected after 23 years. Now we're going to move the cord out of the way. We're going to open this back up again. Dusting brush goes on the left. Crevice tool goes in here on the right. And the upholstery tool goes right up front. Look at that. Very nice. Isn't that cute? No onboard turbo brush on this unit because fuck you, buy the bagless one. Okay. This is now ready. So we're going to go ahead and... Sorry if I curse. I didn't realize I just cursed in this video. Sorry about that, kids watching this video. Now me personally, if if I was to have kids, I wouldn't care about them cursing. There's a lot of worse problems in the world, but I understand not every parent is like that. I probably just made a lot of parents angry by saying that. Oops, there goes my subscriber count. It already was going down this month anyways. Anyways, this is Intelligent Studios, and we're going to run this damn vacuum. These peanuts are stupid. I'm going to clean these up. If this cord doesn't attack me to the point where I can't even actually get up, which it appears that I cannot, as I have fallen back and I am tangled up in the cord. It appears that I'm going to have to do a jump cut right here, or just get up off my lazy ass and plug in this vacuum cleaner. So we're going to do that right now and clean up all this crap. Well, unfortunately, I just made the mistake of plugging it in without realizing it's in the on position, so I may have shocked myself, but that's okay, because on the bright side, this brand new cord is in excellent condition. I'm very happy to have this if the camera will focus on it. So we're going to plug this in. We're going to go ahead and give it a try. Not shocking ourselves. We're going to go ahead and grab this. Got a cord clip right here. Pop that right in there, just like that. And this is already on the medium setting, which is the optimal setting for my carpet anyways. So we're going to go ahead, point this at the carpet, and give this a little run. Well, I gotta say, this thing does have a ton of power, given the fact that it basically just tried to yank me into the wall the second I put it down on the carpet. So, definitely not complaining about the amount of performance that this machine has. It's certainly a good performer. There's not really anything negative I have to say about it. And, you know, given the, what did I pay for this, like $70? Not bad. Not bad at all. Obviously, this thing is basically new condition, so it's almost like getting a refurbished one direct from Hoover. Only it was direct from the good old Nate J. again, channel will be in the description. So this is definitely a very nice machine to have in the collection, and definitely a candidate for a daily driver to replace the Sanitaire. Not quite sure how well that's going to go, although I will certainly be able to evaluate even further once I replace this crap hose, because this hose is junk. But obviously, I believe that's what this would have came with originally, so not really a complaint there. More so just, I'm pretty sure it has one of those hoses. I'll have to look. I remember buying one. I know I had one at one point. It's just a matter of do I still have it, and how much of a hassle it would be to find it and slap it on this thing. Obviously, once I find it, that'll be the easiest thing, because obviously this hose just goes on super easily. There's one thing I do hate about this hose, is that it just doesn't want to. Yeah, whatever. It just kind of does its own thing. That's okay. But the machine works. No complaints there. Very, very nice. This may not be the self-propelled wind tunnel, and that's good, because this machine is far better than any self-propelled wind tunnel. But the one thing that's nice is that even with the new brush roll, it actually does pull itself forward on the carpet quite a bit, which is very impressive. Like if I just recline this, and I just, look, I'm not going to touch the machine, I'm just going to press the power button with it reclined. And you can see that just from turning it on, the brush roll and the belt and everything pulls the machine forward so far that it pulled it out of my hands and it almost fell on the floor. And it wouldn't have had I not caught it. So that's me not pushing it at all, not even holding on to the machine. So that's very impressive. Of course, 2 extension wands, something the new machines don't give you anymore. They only give you one, and the one extension wand's like 2/3 the size. They're doing the same crap that Bissell does now, where the wands you get aren't even as long as the ones you used to get, let alone getting not as many of them. But yeah, that's the unboxing and assembly, the first run of the Hoover WindTunnel, WindTunnel Plus. So there is that. I'll go ahead and show the date on this in case you didn't see Nate's video and didn't see it on this machine before it got to me. Lay this down real quick. Try not to get any motion sickness in the camera transition. See right there, that's the first month of 1998, if I'm reading that correctly. So this thing's a good amount of years old, and and there's a packing peanut just jammed in here. That's funny. That's very funny. You know, I'll just leave that in there. There, it's the vacuum's new pet. But yeah, nice wood brush roll. I believe Nate also said that he repacked the bearings on it, even though it was a new brush roll, because obviously sometimes brush rollers don't do the best out of the gate. This feels like it was a replacement bottom plate. Doesn't feel like a genuine Hoover. Don't care though. Obviously, it's beautiful. Obviously, the only real signs of wear you can see on this machine are the scratches on the wheels, because this is back before Hoover put rubber on the wheels. So that looks a bit suspicious. Well, I mean, it works, so I don't give a rat's ass. But yeah, so that's the Hoover WindTunnel Plus. See all the hair and stuff just sticking to the bottom of this thing. That's the WindTunnel Plus. Very nice machine. See, that goes in just fine. Obviously, that one extension wand's trying to leave the building. Oh, that was loud. Then it fell right back into place. 4-stage microfiltration. Yeah, 13-inch wind tunnel. What's a bare floor setting? That's a joke. Mach 2.7. Hoover Plus with wind tunnel technology or Hoover WindTunnel Plush? I don't know. That's the bag. No dust in there. I would hope so. That'd be really pathetic if there was dust. There's actually, feels like there's some dust and dirt in here. Not a lot, but there's a little bit from what it feels like. Obviously, I won't know for sure unless I actually rip open the bag, and I'm sure as hell not doing that. These bags are expensive. But regardless, that's very nice. Pops right back on there. Clicks into place. Got our lovely filter. Nice and new. All this is pristine, like new. Nothing to really complain about there. Yep. So, anyways, this is Intelitech Studio signing out with the unboxing of the Hoover WindTunnel Plus. I'll drop Nate's channel in the description. Huge shout out to him. And a big FU to the post office for screwing him over on the shipping on these. Because despite both of the machines that I got from him having prepaid shipping through OfferUp, they made him pay like a total of like $60 for both machines for shipping. They threw completely separate labels and separate tracking numbers on there too. So they basically just made him pay for shipping as if he had brought boxes to them with no labels, which is bullshit, and I'm not going to censor myself because that is the truth. That is horrible, and it's really, it especially annoys me because I've never had that bad of an experience with my local post office. So whenever you tell someone, hey, I've never had any issues, and they go and they have issues, that obviously sucks. So that specific post office worker in Omaha can hopefully get fired, and I hope she does get fired, and I hope Nate gets his money back, because that is crap. Because I spent like after taxes on, or not taxes, after taxes, fees, shipping, the price of the machines and all that, I think I spent 150, like just under $150. It was like 148 something for 2 machines, which the other one will be in the next video, and then he got screwed over on shipping. So that's really annoying. Very, very upset with that. Very frustrated. Nothing bad to say about the machine. Nothing bad to say about the buying experience from Nate. All this looks flawless. No complaints whatsoever. You know, I'm very happy with this purchase. Very happy to add this to the collection. But obviously not an ideal situation, given all the crap. Brand new cord. That's nice. Nice long cord. Haven't measured it, haven't seen how long it is, but it looks like it's going to be long enough. That goes in the bedroom. There's still enough left. It seems like it'll be about the same length as what this originally would have came with, possibly like 2 or 3 foot longer, and that's fine with me. So, Intelitech Studio signing out with the unboxing of the Hoover WindTunnel Plus, model whatever the heck that stupid sticker said, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace.